Hi everyone, welcome to the session on FAQs on the Tamilnadu Government Quota Counselling. The Tamilnadu Government Quota prospectus was published 3 days back, and you would have gone through the application forms, and you would have been working on the certificates, applying for certificates, etc. Here we will look at what are the major changes with respect to 2022 versus 2023 and the frequently asked questions for application forms filling. These are the collated list of questions which have been asked in Telegram groups or directly to us over calls, but this will help you clarify most of the queries and go ahead with the form filling smoothly. We also have a demo video on filling the form which is also available in the portal. We also have links to how to fill up the eligibility certificate, what are the formats required for the self declarations, etc. In the description. You can also have a look at it. We look at the FAQs and changes. We will look at it from a 2023 prospectus versus 2022 prospectus perspective. The basic queries, one, there are 3 different counselings announced. What are these? Are these all same counselling? Will I be filling the same set of choices, etc.? There are 3 different counselings. The first thing that we need to understand is each counselling is separate. Assume that you are going to attend 3 different counselings, and that is how it is going to be as well. You will fill a form for TN government quota, you will pay for TN government quota application form, and then you will fill choices for TN government quota, and then you will get an allotment for TN government quota. Similarly, management quota is a separate login, separate registration, separate form filling, separate allotment and separate joining. Similarly, DNB in-service counselling is also completely separate. But what you need to understand is whether you are eligible for any of these counsellings and what set of seats you would be eligible for. One, we will be taking up TN government quota in this particular session, but still we look at what are these 3 different counselings so that there is no confusion. TN government quota, the eligibility is all TN native candidates are irrespective of wherever they have done their MBBS, or all TN MBBS candidates irrespective of wherever they are, whichever state they belong to. So basically, if you are a TN MBBS or a TN native or both, you are eligible for TN government quota. It will have 50% of state government institute seats, basically 50% of Madras Medical College seats, Stanley Medical College seats, etc. And it will also have 50% of the private institute seats, which are like 50% of seats in PSG, VLMR, etc., which come under the government quota under the 3.5 lakhs fee structure for clinicals. Management quota is on an all India basis. Everybody across India who is who has qualified for NEET PG 2023 is eligible for management quota. These are usually called as open seats. This has 50% of the private institute seats. The balance 50% after being surrendered to government quota, they are under the management quota. Everybody is eligible. This also has the NRI seats. Everybody is eligible for the management quota seats excluding NRI. NRI seats, only NRI candidates are eligible for. You have a separate set of documents that are to be attached. Next is DNB in-service counselings. We have had many queries from candidates asking whether it is only for service candidates or TN government institute, or if non-service candidates can attend. This is only for service candidates. Whatever be the seats under this counselling, this is only for service candidates. You can ask n number of queries. We have been handling queries from multiple candidates, the same query and again, whether I am eligible for DNB in-service counselling. No. If you are registering for DNB in-service, counselling, you should be a service candidate. Who is a service candidate? Somebody who is in TN government service and fulfills the criteria of number of years and who has been regularized, etc. So that is a completely different one. In case you are non-service, you are not eligible for this. What are the seats available there? Tamilnadu has government hospitals, right? Government district hospitals, E-Road government hospital. There are certain DNB seats, NBE Diploma seats in these hospitals, and there are a lot of other government hospitals as well, which offer DNB or NBE Diploma seats. 50% of them are available under All India counselling. Everybody is eligible. The rest 50%, which means you are a non-service, you will be eligible for 50% of those government hospital seats under All India counselling. In Tamilnadu counselling, the rest 50% are available only for service candidates. So this is very clear, right? You have TN government quota, which is a separate login, separate form filling, etc., and management quota, in-service quota. You will have 3 separate links over there when you click on apply online. So each of those links are separate. Be very clear. How do you differentiate? It will say TN government quota, TN management quota, DNB in-service, or you pay 3,000 or you pay 5,000 for the management quota. You will come to know when you apply. And so this is first differentiating all the three. Then we'll come to the basic queries. Will application form filling, right now I don't know, I'm not sure whether I want to apply for government quota. Will the form filling be available in round 2? Last year it was not available, the previous year it was not available. So application form filling, wherein you submit your applications, pay 3,000 rupees for government quota. For government quota it is 3,000 rupees application form payment required. Once you pay that 3,000 rupees, you will be part of the merit list in Tamil Nadu after scrutiny of documents. After checking all the documents, if everything is fine, you will be part of the merit list. That process where you upload your documents, complete, submit the form, make a pay the fee, etc. That process will happen only once before the mop-up. At the time of mop-up, maybe there might be a possibility, we don't know, but now, if you want to attend round 2 of Tamil Nadu, apply now. No assurance that Tamil Nadu will open up applications in round 2. There is no clause, and last 2 years they did not open. Fee to be paid is 3,000 and uploading of documents is required. This is to be done now for eligibility till round 2. There are queries on what will happen in case I miss out this and whether I will be eligible for applying in mop-up. We will take it up at a later point in time. There is no assurance, but there might be a possibility. We don't know, but we always suggest to apply now. Later before the counselling, what needs to be done now is this. You will upload all the documents, submit and wait for the merit list. The merit list will be published, and after that there is a registration to be done. Here look at this, this says application form filling, and there will be a basic registration done here with your login and email ID. Here during counselling, the term registration is used during counselling, where you do a basic registration for choice filling. Note that you are participating in the counselling choice filling at this stage after the merit list is published. There you will do a basic registration by paying 1,000 rupees, and you have to pay a security deposit. For government seats, the security deposit is, how much is the security deposit? The security deposit is 30,000 for government seats, and the security deposit for private institute seats, if you are looking at the 3.5 lakh seats, regulated fees seats in PSG, Velammal, Tagore Medical College, Karpagavinayaka, Karpagam, Mugambiga, etc., then the fee that needs to be paid as security deposit is 1 lakh. If you are opting for both government and private, 1 lakh will be paid. So if you pay this 3,000 only, you will see only government seats. If you pay 1 lakh, you will see government plus private seats in your list of choices. This has to be done before the choice filling itself. Only then you will be able to see these seats. Now, there will be a clause in the prospectus which says if not registered in R1, then the candidate can still register in R2. Does not mean application. Application is uploading your documents, etc., getting into the merit list. That will not happen again. This does not mean that will happen again. If you miss out this entire process of 1,000 rupees again, you will be able to register in round 2 and make the payment and fill choices in round 2. So you are part of the merit list. Round 1 you missed out, you can fill choices in round 2. That is what registration means, not application form filling. So understand the difference. If you are interested in any of the round 2, please apply now itself. And documents or changes or queries, we will just quickly run at the document changes and queries. So what we have here is the list of documents that are new, basically the new ones. Nativity certificate is not a new one, but it has become mandatory for TN native candidates. Previously what used to happen is, if you are a TN native candidate, not MBBS from TN, then you are eligible only through nativity. You have to submit a nativity certificate because you are not an MBBS. This does not give you eligibility. This time even TN MBBS candidates are asked to select nativity as TN. They will select, and there will be a field which says upload certificate as nativity certificate. So if you select your nativity as TN, then you will have to upload your certificate. Only then you will be able to select BC, MBC or any other category for which community certificates are required. So we clear this. Nativity certificate is required this year even if MBBS is done in TN. If you have not applied for the Nativity Certificate, don't worry, just apply. It is a simple process. You will be provided all the, you will usually have all the documents by birth certificate, your schooling and educational certificates, etc. So apply it, go to the Tahsildar, keep pursuing. They will say 4 days, 5 days, you might be able to get it in 2 to 3 days, because all it requests for is for them to check the documents for 2 minutes for the first level officer and then the Tahsildar to approve. Immediately you get it online. So you can get it done if you are able to pursue. And there is a dual nativity clause. So this year they have introduced a dual nativity clause, clearly mentioning that a candidate cannot claim dual nativity in Tamil Nadu and any other state. So where does this entire issue come from? Candidates have been claiming nativity in TN Pondicherry. There have been cases. Last year there was a very serious allegation, and this went on to the High Court till the end, till the High Court. And so what happens is, candidates will claim nativity in Pondicherry, apply in a particular community in Pondicherry. They will also claim nativity in TN, apply in a particular community in TN. They'll apply under a particular community. So what this will result in, candidates claiming nativity in dual states. This is what is not allowed now. As of now, this clause has been included to ensure that candidates should not claim nativity in 2 states. Let us say you are an MBBS from TN and you are an origin of Kerala. You apply in TN saying native is other state. In Kerala you apply as native. This is not dual nativity. So just understand that is just for understanding. Community certificates of parents, till last year only community certificate of the individual is required. Now nativity certificate has to be given for selection of community, and with that your community certificate and the parents' community certificate is also to be added. So there is a lot of queries on whether an old one is fine, because most of you would have an old one for your as your parents' community certificate would be an old one. Take it, no issues at all. It's just an additional reference to ensure that certain candidates who are from other states come in and manage to get a community certificate from Tamil Nadu. But in case their parents' community certificate is required, it becomes very difficult to get your parents' community certificate without the documents required. So this is an additional additional document that has been made as a requirement to ensure that right candidates claim community reservation. And queries, NEET PG admit card. How do I don't have a NEET PG admit card with photo pasted. What do I do? Get a printout of your NEET PG admit card. First, print that PDF, whatever you have. Second, affix your photo in the place on the top. Third, self-attest. Self-attestation is just saying self-attested, and below that putting in your signature. You can add your date here, whatever you want. Even if you don't add the date, then that is not an issue. You just need to put in your signature. This is what is self-attestation. Self-attest at the end of the photograph, at the end of the page, and then next is to scan it. Black and white is fine, scan it and then upload it. So this is what needs to be done as far as NEET PG admit card is concerned. Here you see the NEET PG scorecard, which is also there. The NEET PG scorecard, admit card, first if it is 2 pages, it is not necessary that the second page it should also be taken, which has the instructions. 1 page is enough. If you have uploaded 2 pages, that is also fine. NEET PG scorecard, print your NEET PG scorecard, attest it and then send it across. Which one? The March 25th uploaded one needs to be uploaded. In case you don't have it, don't need to worry. The June 28th uploaded one is also fine. They will accept that. That is a backup anyways. Self-attestation is required. If you have uploaded without self-attestation, no issue at all. Just call up DME or send across a mail to the email ID. We would be mentioning that at a later point in time, or in the description. Send across a mail to DME saying that I have uploaded these by mistake. I have uploaded without the self-attestation. Is there an issue? If there is an issue, get back to us so that you are on the safer side. They will not reject usually. No issues regarding this. Date and signature, if you put the date or you don't put the date, that is not a problem. And next we come to Aadhaar and supporting documents. I uploaded only Aadhaar. Not a problem. No problem at all. It is fine. Only Aadhaar is okay. Aadhaar in 1 page. PAN in another page, merged as 2 pages PDF, that is also fine. 4 pages, all Aadhaar, voter ID, license and PAN merged together, that is also fine, no issues at all. Even if you have added only one Aadhaar, that is fine. Your parent certificate is not there, that is fine. Community certificate, old one versus new one, anything is fine. Nativity certificate, old one versus new one, anything is fine. Don't, there are also candidates who have queries saying, I applied for a new certificate. There are friends who are saying that after you apply for a new certificate, the old certificate becomes invalid. Nothing like that. Your old certificate is always valid. As far as community in Tamil Nadu goes, it does not depend upon the financial status, and therefore there is no relevance of taking it, and there is no need to take it at a recent point in time. But still, if you have a new one, upload the new one, otherwise upload the old one. Even for parent certificate, that goes. Nativity certificate by birth, this is fine, old one versus new one, it is all the same. But if you are native by birth, you continue to be native by birth. You would have got that response from the Tahsildar's office too, no issues. If you have a new one, you can apply it too, it will come in 2 to 3 days. If you don't have a nativity certificate, it will come in, you will be able to get it in 2 to 3 days if you pursue. Very rarely somebody will face a challenge, that is more because of the possible authorities and not because of the process. You have to check on that part. Address in Aadhaar is different from the current address, does not match with other certificates. There are many other addresses. I lived in some place non-Tamil Nadu at some point in time. All this is fine as long as you send across and other than Aadhaar you have the voter ID and license, etc. One of them should have the address which is in Tamil Nadu. Send that, upload that, that is enough. Registration is from other state. This is medical council registration. It doesn't matter. You need to have any state medical council registration. That is enough. You can merge all PDFs into one. Let us say you have your community certificate in 2 pages. Make it a 2-page document. In case you are adding Aadhaar, PAN, etc. together so that you don't face an issue, you can do that as well. Religious minority certificate. This is not mentioned anywhere in the prospectus. Christian minority candidates. Those who select not religion as Christian, but are you eligible for Christian minority? Yes, no clauses are there, right? If you select yes, you will need to upload a Christian minority certificate. This Christian minority certificate format has not been provided. It is in the management quota prospectus. We have also added last year's format and the notification. You can check those as well. So that is pretty much what we are planning to do. What we are looking at as far as the certificates go. We will just look at the changes as far as 2023 versus 2022 go. These are the changes. We'll look at one by one. We'll look at them one by one as far as the process is concerned, the documents are, the rules are concerned, etc. Process, application process is completely online. Sending application form or certificate copies through post is not required this year. Service candidates too need to upload the service pro forma with sign and seal online. It was used to be forwarded by the DDHS office or the DPH office or DDHS office or your DMS etc. office etc. But no forwarding is required now. You have to get a printout with sign and seal and then upload it online with the information. So that is one change. And second, you have rule level changes. Application process. We'll start from here. Ineligibility pursuing DNB. Earlier, we used to have clauses saying PG degree, anybody pursuing a PG degree or equivalent. Now they have included DNB also, which means if you have completed DNB, then you are not eligible for Tamil Nadu for another PG degree. If you are pursuing DNB, then you are not eligible. So at the time of application process, this is a requirement. There are many candidates who apply. We sincerely suggest that you follow the rules. In case somebody takes it up at a later point in time, then that will be difficult. Pursuing DNB are not eligible for applying. Debarment clause removed. This is a major change that has happened. The debarment clause has been removed. What does it mean? Basically, it means that candidates who actually after being allotted and discontinue the course and who pay a penalty of 15 lakhs will not be debarred from the next year. This is whether it is right, not right, we are not sure, but this has been removed. But one thing that we wanted to check was whether a candidate who had already discontinued over the last 2 years, whether they are eligible. We are not very clear about that part. There are a lot of candidates who have connected with us who have discontinued over the last 2 years. Note that even in that case, the discontinuation is limited to Tamil Nadu seats. There is in the application form there will be a column which says enter your details basically of enter the details of previous discontinuations, etc. That is not a clause for debarment actually. If you have done it from Tamil Nadu, possibly that may result in some debarment. If you have done it in another state, let us say from the state of Maharashtra and through All India quota, that will not result in debarment from Tamil Nadu if you have discontinued even in some other state. You can, if you still have queries, you can connect with DME. Stray vacancy round is online. This is another important thing. The stray vacancy round till now has always been offline for private institutes. This is where most of the seat allotments happen against possibly where DME finds it difficult to implement merit-based allocation. So this is online now. This is possibly something that we are looking at in All India Counselling too. If it happens, nothing like it, because All India Counselling, even though it might result, this online processes may result in some inefficiencies in terms of seats lapsing. Most of the this is a merit-based process, and most of the seats will be allotted by merit, and institutes cannot refuse admission and they cannot give direct admissions. This is something MCC and DGHS has been trying. It is good to see Tamil Nadu also go that way. Service quota candidates, minimum 5 years of leftover service. Earlier it was 3 years. If you had 3 years of leftover service, you could apply, but now it is minimum 5 years. If a candidate is allotted a seat in mop-up round, in government quota, they cannot be allotted claim a seat in management quota. This is the next rule, which is a new rule that has come up. So basically in the mop-up, you are allotted in government quota, you are out of the management quota process. This confusion always existed with round 2. What are we seeing now? R2, if allotted in government quota, you can still be allotted in R2 management quota, which is being clarified by this clause. So that is being clarified. It is only in mop-up where R2 allotment in mop-up of government quota results in ineligibility for management quota. You won't be allotted. We'll have to see how they implement it. Non-service candidates, previously it used to be for a period of 2 years, and in the basically the non-service candidates, there was some confusion previous a few days back based on a newspaper article in one of the Tamil newspapers, where it was mentioned that for government service doctors, it has been changed from 2 years to 5 years. We actually did not understand anything out of it. I don't know how they came up with that article. It is no relevance, because service candidates have to complete their service till superannuation if they take a service quota seat under 50%. And the only change that has been made for service candidates is 5 years leftover service. They were referring to 2 to 5, etc. We don't know what this is. That is, don't get confused. Non-service candidates have a 2 years bond period, including in scarce specialties. Scarce specialties like radiology, previously last 2 years back, they used to mention in the prospectus that it is 5 years, but implemented 2 years. Now that also has been removed. For every specialty, 2 years is the bond period. So after completion of your MDMS, if you are a non-service candidate, you will have to serve 2 years. And within a period of 3 years, you will have to do that service, complete that service. Here there is a minor change. Previously it used to be they can call you within 2 years. Basically for completing this 2 years, now it is 3 years. That's a very minor change. And other changes, this discontinuation rule, this has been removed, and this is for example, and then you also have the stray vacancy rule which has been removed. This is just for you to refer to. And fee changes in the government, there has been probably a significant change in terms of percentages if you look at it, not comparatively with other states. It's still, there are states which are higher. Earlier this used to be 30,000 in total. Now this has become 50,000. So you will pay 30,000 at the time of choice filling, and then possibly after allotment you might have to pay the rest 20,000. We'll have to wait for that. So basically tuition fee and plus special fee has become 50,000 now for government institute PG degree seats. No change in PG diploma. We are yet to get the information on the private institute seats. Security deposit rule changes after downloading the allotment letter in round 2. So last year there were issues. We'll explain that to you. Let us say somebody downloads an allotment R2. A candidate downloads the allotment letter. R2, the candidate is allotted in a private seat, let us say PSG. How much would they have already paid for government quota? 1 lakh. What is the fee for PSG? Let us say it is 3.5 lakhs or whatever number. So it is 2.5 lakhs additional that candidate would have paid, correct? Candidate would have paid 2.5 lakhs additional to DME to download the allotment letter. In the login itself, they would have paid 2.5 lakhs to download the allotment letter. Candidate does not join. What is a forfeiture? This is a clear forfeiture. This they will not get back. No issues, no confusion at all. Many candidates assumed that they will get back this 2.5 lakhs or whatever amount paid, but that was not right. So DME is very clearly saying there are two stages in this process. One, let us say you before downloading your allotment letter, if you don't join before paying this 2.5 lakhs, you will lose 1 lakh. After downloading your allotment letter and paying this fee after round 2, if you don't join, you will lose all the 3.5 lakhs, the entire amount will be forfeited. That is what this means. This has been clarified and it is right as well. If you are filling a choice you are not interested in, then obviously there is a forfeiture and a penalty. Mistakes, there's one or two mistakes just to not to point out, but just to refer to, because this we have got queries from candidates. It is 45 percentile for PWD. By mistake they have mentioned it as 40. Internship completion date is 11th August 2023, not on or before 12th August. It is actually 11th August. And this is a clause that you need to ignore, which has created all the confusion. Candidates belonging to other states are not eligible for government quota seats, etc, etc, etc. It means candidates belonging to other states who are not MBBS from Tamil Nadu are not eligible for government seats in government quota. So that is pretty much what we have. We have a complete demo of the registration video, and we also have a complete demo of the eligibility certificate, filling the eligibility, on how to fill the eligibility certificate. We also have a complete we also have the links to the religious minority certificate, eligibility certificate, self declaration, etc. If you want the self declarations for the CRMI or the provisional registration, just change it to provisional registration, saying in whatever we have mentioned for eligibility, change it to provisional registration saying I don't have my provisional registration now, instead of eligibility certificate. That is enough, sufficient. It is just a self affidavit, so that for a self declaration, for them to be on the safer side, and they know that they will not be rejecting your application. I mean, it is till last year they haven't rejected any application for want of eligibility certificate. So that is pretty much what we have. Have a look at the information, and in case you have any queries, you can call us. ZyNerd subscribers have call-based support. Please call from your registered number, then you will be able to reach us for subscriber support. Thanks a lot for watching, and in case you have any comments, you can also leave them in the comment section. We will try to answer as many comments as possible within the given time that we have. Thank you.